نتسلى
نتعلم.
Mrs. Shafiqa will visit the home of the three elderly women, Sabah, Rabah, and Raghda, at the end of the week. She will spend Thursday and Friday as their guest. Shafiqa is a very dear friend, but her chatter never stops because silence does not know Mrs. Shafiqa. She doesn't stop talking even in her sleep. Shafiqa entered and greeted Sabah, saying, "I took a crowded bus today, and on my way I saw a dog running and a cat stealing cheese. I also saw children playing by the river, which reminded me of my grandson who bought new shoes with blue laces." Sabah interrupted her and asked, "Tea or coffee?" Shafiqa replied, "Tea, because the doctor has forbidden me from coffee. I used to only drink excellent coffee that my cousin brought." Raghda entered the room and greeted Shafiqa, who responded to the greeting and said, "I love your dress. It's without a doubt the most beautiful dress I've seen. Its green color reminds me of the meadows of the forest that I used to visit with my late husband. He was a man of noble character." Raghda interrupted her, saying, "May God have mercy on him. Sit down now." Shafiqa sat and said, "This couch is so comfortable. Surely it's stuffed with ostrich feathers. They say ostriches are fast but very cowardly." And so Shafiqa continued talking until the evening, giving the elderly women a headache. The elderly women met in secret. Rabah said, "My head hurts and my ears are ringing from listening to Shafiqa's endless chatter." Sabah added, "She talks meaningfully and meaninglessly. That's a lack of sense." Then Raghda said, "I have a solution." The next morning, Shafiqa woke up, entered the room where the three sisters were, and said, "Good morning. I had a wonderful dream. I was swimming in a lake, and then a frog with a chicken's head came and said, 'Meh.' Before diving into the water, he threw me his hat and said, 'A watermelon at night is better than 10 on the tree.'" Raghda interrupted her and said, "Have you tried this candy?" She pulled out a large piece of sugar from her bag and offered it to Shafiqa. Shafiqa took it and put it in her mouth. The candy was so big that it prevented Shafiqa from speaking. The elderly women enjoyed a peaceful morning and had meaningful conversations, while Shafiqa tried to talk but couldn't because of the candy. Hours later, the candy dissolved in Shafiqa's mouth, and she said, "You know, ladies, this candy is beneficial. While I was chewing it, I was listening to your meaningful conversation, and I learned a lot because I listened instead of talking. But one last question. Where did you get this candy from? It's really delicious. I think it contains coconut. By the way, my niece Hind's husband bought a home near the beach." The elderly woman joked, "It seems that you need another piece of candy."
نكتشف
نتسلى. نتعلم.